Hello and welcome to this supplementary video on building house plans in Inkscape. Since playing around with the parts that I made available in this file, I've thought of a couple of other ways of speeding up house plan drawing, so I'll show you that now. Let's just go to an area of screen where I've organised so that if you draw on this page area, that will be what prints, but these won't, so you can drag these across or copy them. But one idea is to go view page grid. You can set that up in document properties here if you need to, and under grids ensure that you've got a 10mm grid or whatever you're happy with. Now, having done that, using the rectangle tool or the Bezier pen tool, let's go B for Bezier pen tool, snap to grid is on, and we can just click away merrily however we like, and it'll snap to grid. And you can change these later. Whoops, see, I clicked and dragged accidentally there. Control Z, click, click, and when it's red it'll complete. Close the curve or the shape, change that to 2mm, and there's our shape. That's one way to do it. You can also do a combination of rectangle tools. I'll show you that. If I use the rectangle tool and drag out a rectangle there, then perhaps drag out a rectangle here, and however else you want. So if you've got several rectangles, what you can do is shift click to select them all once they're drawn, and control shift plus to merge them into one shape, and I'll make it 2mm border again, and away we go. There are a couple of ways of getting a house outline. Problem is there aren't gaps for doors, and you either have to break the path, which we can do as follows. I'll turn snapping off. If I convert this to a path, because if I go N for node 2, you can see, oh no, so I don't have to convert it to a path. It's only the rectangles which I've since converted, but yes, you can see these nodes. But if I wanted to break here, you can double click and select break at the selected node there, and if I zoom in I can drag that. If it doesn't show the break, drag the other way, and there's a break, so you can do that, or control drag to constrain to horizontal. So you can do that to insert breaks for doors. Windows are white anyway, so you can just drop them on the border, but doors you might want to drag a break. So that's one way. The other way that I've thought about, over here, selection tool, if you look here, I'll turn the grid off now for the moment, view page grid. These just look like two little lines, but they're actually, it's white space between it. So I click that, you can see it's actually one big object. Control C, now I'll go back to one of these walls, let's say over here, and Control V. Now I can drag it down to there, and it puts a break in the wall. Now, I haven't got it quite lined up right. If you see, I'll zoom in, you can get little things like this happening. But if I go back to turning the grid snapping on, and then snapping there, they should be right. So you can see I'll put a gap. There's not really a gap in the wall is still underneath it, but it's a quick way of dragging up a gap in the wall. Then we can use that gap to put a door in, for example. If I click on that, Control C, back to this gap, Control V, and you can put a door where you want it snapping to the inside there, or you can actually snap it to the middle, probably more appropriate. And that's one neater way of perhaps doing doors. So I thought I'd show you that as a bit of an extra tip for using these objects in this file that I'll make available in the video description. As always, thanks for watching.